it's still day 20, and I wanted to kind of show you. They're very active tonight because I'm a little late on my routine. And they're eating brine shrimp that I just put in there. It's a lot easier to see when you zoom in. And of course with the brine shrimp there's a whole bunch of eggs in the brine shrimp. Whether they're encapsulated or they didn't hatch. So they're all spread out and they're pretty active, just looking for food, which is kind of nice to see. And what I wanted to show you was, this is what I do. I will open the container and then I'll scoop some out, just a certain amount, and then I'll just kind of do that with the net until the brine shrimp's released into the water. Now some folks, at least one other YouTube guys from Pittsburgh, uses this, and he'll actually go down into the brine shrimp container to the bottom where the baby brine shrimp are. He'll take the whole turkey baster and squirt that saltwater brine shrimp mix into the bowl. And depending on how comfortable you feel about that, I know a certain amount of salt water is okay, but since I can't really regulate that, I tend not to do that often if I do. So that's two methods. But I just wanted to show them feeding. It's always nice to see them feed. They're getting too big for this bowl. And since there's so many of them, I'm going to move them over into the new tank. Hopefully by this weekend, I'll move the other rams out of the tank that I have them in, put them in a different tank, and then I'll move these into that BioCube so they can grow out a little more. And they look pretty healthy. I haven't seen any floating dead rams anywhere. So I've been pretty lucky with this batch. It's hard to tell which one of these have deformities. And with every batch, especially if you have siblings breeding, there's potential for some side effects and deformities. Most of those deformities I've seen is related to swim bladder. I've had, in the first batch I ever was able to be successful, I had 2 swim bladder issues, which I kept, and everything else was healthy. And then I had one other healthy ram that had very different looking dorsal fin, who I call Spike. And she's still very healthy. In fact, she is the mother of these. And when I looked at their dorsal fins, I haven't seen any with that kind of deformity. Or I don't even know if somebody actually chewed that off of her and got in a fight. So I'm not sure what happened to her. But most of these rams look healthy at this point. When I transfer them over to the tank, I'm gonna do them in small groups as I acclimate them. And when I do that, I will count them again and try to look at them on the side to see if they look pretty healthy. So that's pretty much it for tonight. This is day 20, and hopefully this weekend they'll be in a new tank.